So here we are going to start with thaa, which is part of a set of letters that have the same form as the letter ba that we learned in lesson 1, right? So thaa takes the same shape. It looks like a smiley face, and it has 2 dots on top, which is a good way to remember it with the t sound. 2 dots on top, and also ba has a dot on the bottom, so that's how you can remember it, inshallah. Right, so it should basically look identical to ba except for the dots. And that is my mom in the background just serenading my baby. And here we have thaa. Thaa has 3 dots, which is another way to remember, right? Thaa has 3 dots. And again, we're going to have basically the same form. Just the only thing that's different is the number of dots. Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, and now we have KHaa, which is identical to the letter Jim that we learned in the last lesson, but instead of a dot in the center or on the bottom, in the beginning and middle positions, it has a dot all the way on the top. So a way that we can remember KHaa is that the tongue is raised when we pronounced KHaa. So inshallah, that'll be helpful in remembering that the dot goes on top. Okay, and the next letter is HA, which is the 3rd letter in the trio, so to speak, of Jim, Kha, and Ha. Right, so Ha is, if you were to transliterate it, it would be with an H, but it's not a Ha, like a soft Ha. That's actually a different letter that we're going to learn soon. Ha is much more emphatic. Ha. And one of my teachers said that a way to imagine it is as if you are blowing steam from your mouth onto a glass, right? Ha. And a note about kha. Kha is a heavy letter. So it's a letter that when you pronounce it, you have to make a round mouth rather than a smiley face. Kha, right? As opposed to kha, you would maybe your mouth would be a little wider. Kha is pronounced with a round mouth. So Saad, now we have the letter Saad. Saad is another heavy letter. You pronounce it with a round mouth. Saad. So just be sure to notice that once you make that oval shape, you have to pick up the pen and make a small, I don't know what to call it. You pick up the pen just a tiny bit above the line, and then you go back down. So feel free to replay that, just so you don't, so you don't miss that little detail.